going on, everybody? Welcome back for another unboxing video brought to you by Ebirah Unboxing Reviews. If you guys like the channel, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like. You guys know what to do. Share around with everybody that you think will like the content of this channel. But yeah, guys, oh my gosh, as you can see, I have a huge box day today to open it with you guys and everything. So I am super excited for this one. I'll talk about a little bit later, but this release, this figure, is already at the top of my list for this year. So yeah, I can't wait to discuss it and really get into it with you guys. This brings me a lot of joy because I'm so glad that I got this. I'm glad that once this was announced, this was immediate pre-order for me and everything like that. And it was just immediately, like I said, just on top of my list for that I just really wanted and everything like that. So I'm really happy that it finally came. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get into this. They've been kind of trickling in with collectors, here and there. People have been starting to post pictures. So God, I'm just chomping at the bit to really get to see what it looks like firsthand. But before we get into the figure, we have to look at the box that it comes in. So obviously, you can see this is the back of the box. Not much going on here. And yeah, we'll turn around to get the reveal. So, boom. Yes, this is the X Plus FSL, or Favorite Sculptors Line 30 centimeter Godzilla versus Ebirah. And wow, like this thing just looks incredible already. So like I said, we're going to talk about the box a little bit. So I love that this box actually has a color picture on. Like, I want X Plus to keep doing that. I'm not a fan of just the black and white, or black and brown with the print on it. Like, I don't like that. It's not appealing to me. I like to have the boxes really stand out and really just, like I said before, adds character to the figure itself. And I just love that. And I love that the FSL line does this, where they actually have color pictures. I know the 30 centimeter line does, like the standard ones. They do that too, and I love that. They need to keep doing that. So yeah, this printed stuff on the cardboard, just not a fan of that. So X Plus, keep doing the colored prints on these things. It just makes it awesome. So yeah, but other than that, obviously you get a picture of the figure that's going to be in the box. Let's see if I can get no glare here. Not much going on in the sides though. Just your standard box and everything like that. So, but yeah, but I love just seeing this. Like I said, it just kind of puts a little bit more flair with it, and it just kind of gets you more excited to really get the box and actually see the figure itself. So yeah, but yeah, let's get into this thing because I cannot wait any longer. I want to see this. So yeah. All right, guys, we're back. I got this sucker unpackaged, and as you can see, this is all the pieces. So yeah, kind of we'll go over what we got here. Obviously, we'll start first with the Godzilla himself. This is the Godzilla from 1966 from the film, and I absolutely love the sculpt wise. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely perfect. Like, they definitely got the look for the 66 suit, because it's kind of a different suit. It's like a combination of the transformation to like the 67, 68, but also from like the 64 almost, and everything. So, and that's obviously the same one as they use in 65. So yeah, it's definitely a great suit. But yeah, I absolutely love it. They knocked it out of the park with the sculpt itself. So, but yeah, give you a good look at what he looks like. Yeah, and I just love the pose too. Like, it's a phenomenal pose. I'm so glad they did this kind of figure or sculpture, just because it's just something that we don't really see normally, and that's why I really like the Favorite Sculptors line, because they do unique figures and stuff like that we usually don't see, and they take them from kits and stuff, and it's great. So, but yeah, there's his eyes. Yeah, just great face looking. And then obviously connected is the pincher or one of his mandibles for Ebirah. That's kind of nice, so you don't have to worry about this thing either coming apart or sagging or whatever, because this is pretty solid. I don't think it's resin. I think it's a different kind of material. And then as you can see, it's actually got some thickness to it. So I think they were worried about the sagging and they didn't want it to happen. So they made this really thick and then just made this one piece. So you didn't have to worry about that and everything. So it's already connected to Godzilla. So yeah, there's our first piece. Obviously, here's the villain of the film, Ebirah, Horror of the Deep. So giant crayfish. But yeah, great sculpt on this. Details are phenomenal. Um, yeah, it looks great. It really came out good in vinyl form. And yeah, it's fantastic. I love that the tail is flipped up a little bit, gives it a little bit more flair, a little pizzazz. But yeah, it looks good. And then some of the pieces, obviously, is his big snapper claw, that he grabs stuff with and everything. And then we have our big metal rod that connects into the base and everything like that. So this is actually really nice and thick. It's not one of the ones that we've had before. I think they knew that this would have a little bit of weight to it and they don't want it to sag. So they really made this rod really thick. So I'll show it when I get it out. And then obviously you have your base, which is really cool. It was a really nice added feature that they did for this, because the actual kit that this came from did not have the base with this. So this is an extra thing that X Plus did themselves. And I love it because once they revealed this as the teaser, there was a lot of speculation that, oh yeah, maybe there's a base and everything. A lot of us were clamoring to have a base because it just would have put more flair to it. And so glad that they did. Like, that's exactly what people were wanting, and that's what we got. And it makes sense, So it's great. And then obviously you can hide the rod in the back here, and then you obviously see the footprints, but there's pegs for Godzilla, so he doesn't move around and everything like that. So, but yeah. And then also we have this little bag, as you can see. Has Ebirah's whiskers and stuff like that that'll go on, and it also has the plate with the name of the film on it that'll go on the base too. So, and then lastly, obviously, you have directions. Comes with every figure for X Plus, but I don't need directions. I just wing it. So yeah, that's what we have. That's what came in the box, and yeah, let's get it put together. And almost forgot his tail. Cannot forget that. So yeah, we got it. All right, so I got the first half done. Just kind of want to show you guys a little bit of it, what he kind of looks like. Right now, just looking perfect. Love the tail. It's not too long, and everything. So that's great. I love that it goes upwards. But yeah, and he looks great with the base so far. It's working perfectly. Like I said, he just kind of fits in with the pegs on the feet and everything, and then he kind of just like an outline with the water, so it fits right in there perfectly. So yeah, everything's working out good. Okay, now, so I just wanted to give a little tip here. When you put these rods in, and I think it's even for other bases and stuff like that, especially for like the Mothra one, I didn't realize that the hole actually goes all the way through. And so what I like to do is I like to put the pole flush with the bottom so it's all the way there. So then the pole won't actually move around and stuff like that, because it can if you don't hit that other hole. So yeah, try to line up that other hole and kind of go all the way through, and then just kind of push it back to get it real level, so it's nice and flush with the bottom. There we go. Got them all on. Also, I forgot that this is the little clip or the little thing that Ebirah will be resting on, and I forgot this in the box, so good thing I remember. So yeah, this is what he's gonna rest his weight on the pole too. So get a good look at what it looks like and where it's sitting. So it's kind of like a little clamp almost that kind of makes sure that it doesn't fall off, which is really nice instead of it just trying to sit on it. And it's kind of grooved, so it kind of fits with his body. And then putting Ebirah into his arm that's connected to Godzilla. Um, it's like I said, it's really thick, so it goes way in there. But it seems like it's very sturdy, like it's not moving. Like I have to really shake it to really make it move, but it seems very sturdy as a complete figure. So I'm really happy about that. So we really shouldn't have to worry about sagging at all and everything like that. So that's really reassuring because unfortunately, vinyl after a while, or if it gets hot, if you live in a hot state or area, this stuff does and can sag because it once it gets warm, it kind of loses its strength and everything like that, and it just kind of flops over. I mean, that's literally how we put those tails on these things, is why we have to heat up the vinyl just to get it squishy, and then we insert the tail. So it's bound to happen if that happens. So it's good to know that this thing is actually really sturdy and it's not going to go anywhere. And that's really, really nice. They really thought about this when they were putting this thing together. And maybe that's why we had a month delay, I believe, on this guy. So maybe that's why they just wanted to make sure, all the details were ironed out and everything like that. I'm not sure, but it really pleases me that they were really taking the time to um, really make sure that, all the logistics and, aesthetically, this is all perfect, the best it can be. And there won't be, any problems in the future with this particular figure. So it's really great that X Plus took that time and just made sure everything was just perfect. So it's awesome. I love this. Absolutely love this thing right now. Like it's just like, oh my gosh, like it's amazing. It really is. Like this is, and I will say it right now. This is my figure of the year. Figure of the year, hands down so far. I know it's early and everything, honeymoon stage, with this thing because I just got out of the box. I'm getting a good look at it now, just as you guys are. I just love this. This thing is just so cool. I love that it's almost like a little diorama, and it's so great. Like keep coming up with these like stills from like movies and stuff like that. That's great. Like X Plus keep doing it. Like because that's the thing about kits, is that their thing is that they can do shots, or sculpts from movies, that are just phenomenal and people want them and stuff like that, or wish they could have them, because kits are on just a whole different level for collecting and stuff like that, because you either have to know how to paint them, know how to build them. And if you don't know that, you have to find somebody who's willing to do it for you. And then it's extra money. So, um, but yeah, this is just absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness. Wow. 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 Like, look at that. Like, see a big backup view here. Like, this is, oh, man, figure of the year. I'm telling you, figure of the year. This is my vote. I did a half year vote on what the figure of the year was going to be so far for the first half of the year. And I had to go with Godzilla the Ride, and that's a phenomenal figure too. I love the way it looks and everything like that. It's just a cool looking Godzilla design. The figure overall looks great. The pose looks great. But this thing, like, whoo, this is my pick for figure of the year. I think it's gonna win. I know already a lot of people are already saying that and everything, and they don't even have the figure yet, or the people who just got the figure are already saying it. So yeah, It's gonna be it really is. So, but yeah, and then just, this movie is just one of my favorite films. It really is. It's a movie that I can watch, that I can actually enjoy the character aspect also, or the human aspect, I should say, along with the kaiju action, because it has a really good story to it, and then it has phenomenal cast to it, so it makes it easy to watch. But like I said, the story is so good, and it just puts more fun aspect to the film, because you can watch and care about the human aspect along with, the Godzilla kaiju action, that everybody kind of wants to see and everything like that. So it's an all-around good film. Recently I was on an episode with fellow co-hosts from Collect All Monsters, David and Leslie, and we talked about, some of the 60s films and stuff like that, and this is just one of them that is just all around just a good solid film. It really is. I think it's very underrated. A lot of people bypass it just because Ebirah isn't a well-known villain, and the popularity for him isn't there, and so people always bypass it. But like, there's a lot going for this film overall, and it's absolutely great. Like I just absolutely love this film. This figure is phenomenal. Like, it is. Oh my gosh, I can't say it enough. It is so great. And these are 30 centimeter figures, like, together. This is absolutely huge, because normally we just get a 30 centimeter figure by itself, but this is two put together. So this thing has some height, it's got some freaking weight to it too, and it's a beefy, overall figure, but it's such an eye-pleasing figure, because the dynamic pose to this is just phenomenal. It really is. I don't know how many people actually know that. Yes, he did flip him over his shoulder, but this actual, like, look with it is actually from the promo pictures, and it's crazy. So it's good that they did this and everything. And like I said before, this is actually taken from a model kit. Actually, this is from Kaiju Freaks Azai Godzilla versus Ebirah 30 centimeter model kit. And that's kind of what the FSL line does, is that they take model kits and they'll actually recast them as vinyl, and it's phenomenal. I love that. Like I said before, I'm a huge kit collector right now. I'm really going after kits pretty hard and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm still going after X Plus, but to see these kits get vinyl form is amazing. It might not hold up to all the detail on it and everything like that, but you still get a nice quality product in vinyl form, and it's a lot more affordable for people, and you don't have to paint it or assemble it or anything like that. So it's a plus for everybody who doesn't have those skills to do it, or don't want to pay extra to get it done. So it's kind of all wrapped up into one little package, that you get the model, you get the painting and the assembly all wrapped into one, and it's just one flat rate. So that's really cool that X Plus is doing this. They're even doing the Monster Maker 28 Mecha Godzilla 74. That's going to be the next release in the favorite sculptors line. And I'm excited for that. I unfortunately don't have that kit, so I am picking up the X Plus vinyl figure. The Monster Maker kits are very hard to find, and if you do find them, they are expensive. And plus, then I won't have to pay to get it built and painted. So I'm definitely going after that. And then, the opportunities are endless for the favorite sculptors line, because they can tackle any kit that they really wanted to, that they get, permission to do. And there's so many good kits out there, so many, that if you don't know a lot of the kits, or whatever, go do some research and just look up kits. An excellent resource for that is kaijukits.com. I'll post a link in the comments for this video, and it's great. Like, I refer to it all the time. when I see kits and stuff like that, or if I want to see better pictures, they have pictures of all the kits and everything. So it's good. It's a good resource to really look at and to see what's out there. And like I said, they've already done several different model kits in vinyl form, especially for the FSL. They did the Death Ghidorah. They did the FSL GMK sets. That was all from model kits and everything. So yeah, I mean, who knows? Like I could just imagine what they could do, and just different characters in general they could do. It would be phenomenal. So like I said, it's endless, for them to really do a lot of these different kits into vinyl to make it affordable for people. So it's definitely a good step for X Plus. So this figure, I can't get over it. I really can't. Like, the sculpt is phenomenal. Obviously, the details are really crisp. Everything came out really well in the vinyl. And yeah, it's just great. This is almost a 10 out of 10 for me. It really is. It's probably like a 9.75. The only problem I have with this is that I think personally is that the water, as you can see, he's standing in water. It's not ground or anything like that. I think the water is a little too dark. I There's just not enough blue and there's not enough white from the waves. Obviously, there should be a lot more white in this. If I can show you. So you can kind of see some white and everything like that, but just the water is just too dark for me. And I want it to be a little bit more tropical looking and stuff like that, with the real light blue water to it. And I know a lot of these promo pictures were done in the dark and everything like that, but there are some that is during the daytime, and it just makes that water pop. If this was done differently for the watercolor, this would just be an absolute perfect figure. And so what I'm going to do is, actually I'm going to get this sent off, and I'm actually going to get it repainted for myself, just for me. It's just my little nitpick and stuff like that, that I'm going to get a lighter blue for the base to really pop with that water, and then get some more whites in there so you can kind of see the waves and stuff like that. And I think it's just gonna make this thing kind of glow almost, because it's gonna get so much lightness down here, so it doesn't look like Godzilla is blending in with the water. So yeah, that's my little nitpick that I think is just, I'm not saying it's bad and all. I'm not saying that this, really does anything bad to the figure. I'm just saying that it's just me personally. It's just kind of what I would want. And when they showed this figure off at, I think it was Wonderfest, was the reveal, one of the festivals in Japan. They kind of had like just like a blue base on the bottom for this figure, and it actually made it stand out a lot. So it's kind of what I've envisioned in my head, is what I want to do. So I love the base and everything like that, but I just want it lighter. So it just kind of lightens everything up a little bit, because I mean, I already have a sea of black in my collection for all the Godzilla. So just having this a little bit lighter blue and stuff like that will really make it pop. So, and also what I would like to do, or what I'm going to have done, is that I'm actually going to have the little boat from the Red Bamboo Army. I'm going to get one 3D printed and actually have it down here on the base. I just think that'd be a really cool idea, just because we don't sometimes get some of those little details and stuff. I just think it'd be really cool to have that little boat down here between Godzilla's feet and stuff like that, because it was a big part of the movie, just because that's how the Red Bamboo Army got to the island without Ebirah attacking them, because they had to spray the fruit juice that grew on the island. For some reason, it just kind of nullified, or, you know, camouflage them from Ebirah and stuff like that. So it never did anything to him until the very end. Spoiler alert, where the natives gave them a bad batch and it didn't work. And then Ebirah finally destroyed them and stuff like that. So I just think it's a kind of a big thing to have in this kind of scene, because you did see a lot of the boat with them spraying the yellow liquid and stuff like that. So it would be really cool to add that, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it 3D printed, and I'm going to add it into this diorama. So looking forward to that. I think that'll really overall kind of bring the whole set together and stuff like that with the light blue water and stuff like that. So yeah, really excited, but I'm already excited for this figure because this thing is just amazing. It's one of my top Godzilla films. It really is. Like I said, it's just all around. It's a good film for the human cast, human aspect. The kaiju action's great too. I mean, this film is where you see the giant condor for the first time. I know a lot of people are giant condor fans slash, like to make fun of them at the same time. So it's absolutely phenomenal. So, but yeah, this figure is great. But so yeah, let's do some size comparisons and see what this guy stacks up with the other ones. All right, so here's my first size comparison. Just kind of wanted to show you guys what he looks like um, next to a 25 centimeter figure. Just kind of see his size. This is the 1965 25 centimeter Daisenso Goji. Just kind of wanted to see what he looks like next to him and everything. Obviously, he's on the base, but if he was on the base, this is the same height. So obviously you can see this is a 30 centimeter Godzilla. Yeah, his head is tilted to the side, so it makes him look a little bit smaller. But yeah, this is a 30 centimeter Godzilla. So you just kind of see how big he is compared to him. I love it. I love 30 centimeter figures. That's kind of my go-to 30 centimeter and above. Kind of gotten rid of the 25, except for a few. Really waiting for a 30 for the Daisenso Goji because this is an absolutely amazing figure, and these are the same suit. Like there might be a little bit difference between the 66 and the 65. They may have added or subtracted some things, but it's essentially the same suit. So this is, the same, so just smaller versions. So, but yeah, that's his first size comparison. Let's go on to another one. All right, we're back for our second size comparison, and here is a fellow 30 centimeter figure, the Godzilla 1964 from Mothra vs. Godzilla. And obviously, you can see he is right in line with him. He's actually almost the same height, even with Godzilla's head way cocked to the left and everything like that. So just makes you just gives you a good idea on how big he is. Yes, Godzilla is on the stand too, but it kind of makes up for his head being cocked to the left and everything like that because he would be 30 centimeters otherwise, straight up and stuff like that, kind of like what the 64 is, where he's in his normal standing position and everything like that. So, um, like I said, just kind of showing you what size he is, and it's a good, comparison. It's 30 centimeters. So, yeah. All right, on to our next one. Now look at this. So this is the 30 centimeter Ebirah, and I kind of want to give you guys a look at the size of Ebirah actually, just to kind of tell how big he is, if he's kind of a true 30 centimeter also. Um, so like I said, this is the 30 centimeter. Obviously, he's small because he's cut in half, but that's because this is the Rick with the water option. And this is kind of the water color that I kind of want. Like this is the more tropical, light blue kind of see-through water that you're known to, with the tropic locations and stuff. And this is kind of what I'm going for. And then you just kind of add the whites and everything to it for the waves, and boom, you're perfect. So that's kind of what I'm kind of going for. And I think with this guy, it's gonna make it just pop. It really is. So, but yeah, I'll show you guys. I'll take them off the base, and I'll just show you a good size comparison of kind of see where we're at here. So that's kind of where we're at. I don't know if you can see it very well. Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell with his stuff going on here in this pose. Let's try to get a side view. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. Let's see if I can get it like that. So that's kind of, if I had the other half of his body, um, this actual figure, the 30 centimeter Ebirah, actually it just goes straight back. There's no tail flip to it or any kind of movement for the tail. So realistically, I think this Ebirah would be a lot longer, but I think it's just because the tail for this Ebirah is actually curled up and he's got the flip and everything like that. So he does have a little bit of a disadvantage for the lengthwise because this guy is just straight out. But I would say that this is probably like a 28, 28 and a half, um, maybe even 29 centimeters, I would say long, compared to this guy, which is the 30. So I think he's just a hair small compared to an actual 30, but that's okay. Like it this actually still works out perfectly and it still looks amazing. So, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys exactly how big Ebirah was too, compared to Godzilla or just a normal 30 centimeter figure. So, but yeah, let's on to our last one. All right. This is my last size comparison. Just wanted to show you guys kind of how tall it is. I think it was saying it was about a 50 centimeter figure in total, and I think it's because of the height of where the antenna is and his tail end. And it's about the same size as a gigantic. This is the gigantic 64. So yeah, you can just kind of tell how tall it is and maybe how wide it is compared to anything else. So yeah, it's like I said, it's got some shelf presence to it because it is a pretty big figure, a two-figure set really. So yeah, it just kind of gives you a good look at how tall and big this guy is. Yeah, I mean, the tail is almost identical to the size of the gigantic. So they're pretty close with the height of 50 centimeters. So yeah, this is a big figure overall. So yeah, it's just good to kind of see it. I love size comparisons because I like to see exactly how close or how far apart they are and everything like that. So it's just good to see. But yeah, it's amazing. So yeah. All right, guys, that's it for me. I think I talked and gushed about this figure long enough. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Just remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Just a reminder, we just had our 250 subscriber giveaway. So thank you, everybody who participated in that. And just thank you for everybody who got us to that point, too. But now we have a bigger goal. We have the 400 subscriber mark. And we got, I think, even better prizes than we had in the last one. So I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait. Hopefully we get there. Just keep doing what you're doing. I just want to say thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, this is going to be amazing. So, but yeah, here's to bigger and better things in the future, and we'll just keep climbing. Obviously, hopefully to have more videos in the future and stuff like this. This is amazing. Like, I know pretty soon the end of the year is coming up, so we're going to be talking about and voting about the figure of the year. But this guy right here, this is my vote right here. This is the figure of the year, hands down. I know there's other figures coming out. I know there's the 25 centimeter legendary King Ghidorah from Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019. I didn't get that. I have that big boy back there, so I'm good with that. And plus, I'm not doing 25 centimeter figures for the most part anymore. That, like I said, there's an exception for a few that I don't think will ever get 30 centimeters, unless I get a kit for them and stuff like that. But yeah, I did pass on that one, so that will not be getting my vote. It looks decent. It looks okay. Not a huge fan of it. I'm more screen accurate and stuff like that. Not too much in the stylized, a little here and there. It just has to hit me right. And that one just didn't do it for me. But yeah, this is figure of the year for me. Um, so once the voting happens, vote for this guy. You guys will not be disappointed. And when you guys get it in hand, you guys will not be disappointed because this is phenomenal. I absolutely love this. X Plus keep doing stuff like this. Just there could be so many scenes or so many little dioramas that they could do that would just be epic. It really would be. So, yeah, just keep it going, and I really do appreciate it for everything you guys do for me. So, yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, till next time, later.